We are now ready to sew the strap. So you'll need your strap piece and a length of webbing that is 2 inches shorter than your strap, an adjustable slider, and 2 swivel hooks. The easiest way to do this is by using double-sided tape. You can do it without that, but this is the easiest way. To start, mark your strap, the middle of your strap, all the way down. And then if you don't have double-sided tape, you can just fold in the sides towards the center and use clips to hold them in place. But if you do have double-sided tape, you can put it on the strap. And I have 2 widths of double-sided tape, 1/2 inch and 1/4 inch, and I like to take the 1/2 inch width kind and just put it directly in the middle of the strap, right on top of the line. This would be easier on a flat surface, so I might have to adjust this a little bit, but I want you to be able to see what I'm doing. Okay. All right, so then as I pull off the double-sided tape, you can kind of see that it is still there right on the center of the line that I drew. So I'm just going to fold in my fabric to that center line as I pull off this double-sided tape. So now I've got a 1 inch wide strap, and I need to back this strap with the webbing. Now this is fairly thin webbing. I could probably turn it under and sew it this way, but this is pretty thick fabric, so I'm trying to avoid thick layers. So I'm going to get a lighter so I can use the lighter on this end. Okay, so I use the lighter on this end, and I am going to fold this edge back, this end of the strap back 1 inch, and then place my strap right here, and I can either use clips to hold everything together, or I can use more double-sided tape. So I'm going to go put on more double-sided tape. I'm putting the double-sided tape on, and I did this after folding down the end 1 inch, and I put the double-sided tape just right on top of that, not going all the way to the end. And I'm just going to put this double-sided tape down right down the middle. And at this end, I'm going to make sure to fold this end over 1 inch as well. Okay, so my double-sided tape goes all the way up to here. So the end that I have already used the lighter on will be the end that I start with right here. I'm going to pull off this end of the double-sided tape. Again, the reason that I'm making the strap this way is so I don't have any raw edges, and I like how the webbing stabilizes the strap without adding a whole lot of extra thickness. So I'm just going to put this directly on top of the middle. And I probably don't need this anymore, but I'm going to keep it here just to help keep these ends all together. And as I pull off this, the paper side of the double-sided tape, I'm going to place the webbing down right in the middle of the strap. As I get to this other end, you can see that my webbing is too long. I did it on purpose so that I could cut it to the correct length. So I'm going to cut it right here. And I'm going to use the lighter to finish off this end. And then it'll end right here. Okay, so one side I've got my fabric, one side I've got the webbing. Now I am going to start stitching. And I'm going to stitch from the top and from the fabric side. And I have lengthened my stitch length. Now I'm going to sew about 1/8 of an inch from the edge all the way around. At the ends, I will sew about 1/2 inch from the edge so that I catch the webbing. Okay, you'll now need your slider. If you're not doing an adjustable strap, you'll just take both ends, feed it through your swivel hooks, and sew. But we're doing an adjustable strap, so you will start with your slider. Usually these have a curve, or they have some obvious side that's the top or the bottom. So you're going to be going up from the bottom around the center post and down over the to facing the wrong side of the strap. So you can do a rivet there, or I am going to sew this. I like to do 2 parallel lines. Then I don't have to worry about sewing squares and X's. I just do 2 parallel lines, and I sew, and then I sew back, and then I do a second line similarly. And I sew as close to this as I can. Usually I move my needle to the left, which I'm able to do on my machine. And then back stitch. And this works well for straps for me. Now I need to get my first swivel hook, and I will feed the other end of the strap through one of these swivel hooks, then go back to the slider. I'm going to go up through one side of the slider, over the center, and down. And now I have a almost finished strap. The only thing left is to sew the other end of the slider, or other end of the strap, onto a swivel hook. I fold it over about 1.5 inches like before. I fold it generally so that this edge here that I folded under kind of butts up to the swivel hook. And then I'm just going to sew right here like I did the slider. 1 line and back stitch, and then I'm going to sew right on top of this other line I have for the sewing the strap and the webbing together. The strap is now finished. And so the bag is now finished. And this strap can be lengthened to be a crossbody strap, shortened to be a over-the-shoulder strap, or you can even wear it around the waist by clipping and unclipping these hooks. So I can clip these on the back. And my purse is complete. Thank you for sewing along with me, and I hope that you enjoyed it.